Think it's just a movie? Think it's just entertainment? Well, not after this, because I'm about to go over with you and expose the cryptic messaging that we've been seeing this past week, most notably in X-Men Apocalypse, as well as go over with you some of the esoteric meanings and concepts behind all this, because no, this is not entertainment, and you're about to see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, there's been a ton of hype and push with this movie, X-Men Apocalypse, but we've been seeing a ton of cryptic things that have been going on this past week. For example, with the Prince and the Illuminati sacrifice on the Queen's 90th birthday, and you can watch my video below for more on that. But is that all we're seeing? Oh, quite the contrary, because what are they letting us know? They are letting us know that the new world order is almost here, and what you're about to see are some very cryptic things that need to be addressed, that you need to see, because I'm telling you, this is not a conspiracy. This stuff is going on, it's real, and it's time to expose it for what it really is. Now, in the most recent trailer that came out yesterday, actually, it says, and it starts out with, just because there isn't war doesn't mean there's peace. What is that talking about? Peace and safety, sudden destruction. And there's been a big push on war and peace within the past couple of months. So we see exactly what it's talking about. Then it shows pillars and doors openings, as well as portals. And then it says, he's coming. And who is the he that it's referring to? The apocalypse and the four horsemen. Does that sound familiar? Does that ring a bell? Does that ring some alarm bells? I hope so. But not only that, when you see the apocalypse, who does that remind you of? Nimrod. Because what you're about to see in Freemasonry and in Freemasonic thought, what is the number one thing they're trying to do? Resurrect Nimrod all over again. The capping of the New World Order, the Tower of Babel all over again. If you watch the Oscars, and if you were real careful in this past 88th Oscars, should I mention, they even put a Tower of Babel right in front of you at the Oscars. And I hope you were paying attention. But the trailer goes on to say, and even shows a capped pyramid, and it even shows a man whom they are trying to awaken. And this man they are trying to awaken, it shows a soul transferring eternal life, esoteric. I'm telling you, this goes much deeper than you think. But not only that, you can also look up Alice Bailey, Manly P. Hall, Albert Pike, and all other Grand Masons and Freemasons who will even tell you in their books and their writings that what? They're looking to resurrect Nimrod and bring about the fifth age, new world kingdom. And I'm actually going to show you some of Alice Bailey's writings soon to come. Why is this so important? Is because what Nimrod and the Tower of Babel all over again, even depicted in the movies that you're seeing 4,000 years later, and nothing has changed. I hope you're seeing that. And is it a coincidence that they would title it X-Men Apocalypse? Not looking like it. Not only that, but then the movie goes on to show nuclear strikes and destruction, at least in the trailer that just came out, which I'll link below. And it also shows them transferring into beasts, transforming into fallen angels, Nephilim. Is that a coincidence? Not looking like it. But we're also going to go over more symbolism and cryptic messaging in this trailer that you need to see, because I'm telling you, this is not a conspiracy. The time to wake up out of that sleep is now. Now I'm here at the actual Fox website that talks more about the trailer and X-Men that's supposed to be in theaters on May 27th. And it goes on to say, you can watch the trailer right there, but it goes on to say, following the critically acclaimed global smash hit X-Men Days of Future Past, director Bryan Singer, and there was another director behind him, returns with X-Men Apocalypse. And it says, since the dawn of civilization, he was worshipped as a god. Who do you think that's talking about? Let's keep going. Apocalypse, the first and most powerful mutant from Marvel's X-Men universe, amassed the powers of many other mutants, becoming immortal and invincible. Wow, Adam and Eve all over again. Upon awakening after thousands of years, he is disillusioned with the world as he finds it and recruits a team of powerful mutants, including a disheartened Magneto or Michael Fassbender, to cleanse mankind mankind and do what? Create a new world order over which he will reign. Huh, where have I heard that before? Let's keep going. As the fate of the earth hangs in the balance, Raven or Jennifer Lawrence, with the help of Professor X, James McAvoy, must lead a team of young X-Men to stop their greatest nemesis and save mankind from complete destruction. Where have I heard that before? Oh, so upon awakening after thousands of years, who do you think that's talking about? Nimrod. And what are they doing? Creating a new world order. And if you think it's a conspiracy just because it's in the movie, I suggest you think again, because later on I'm going to tell you and prove to you that even some of our presidents have talked about it and give you links of high officials, politicians, and other Freemasons who talk about the New World Order. So therefore, it cannot be a conspiracy unless there's mind control going on. I'm telling you, this goes much deeper than you think. And I hope you are seeing that with both eyes open, because there's too much going on right now, too much symbolism and too much messaging from the elite and the Illuminati at such a time as this. Not only that, but you're about to see other cryptic things that are taking place around such a time as this. What are they getting ready for? Remember, both the Queen and the Pope have already told you that this will be your final Christmas, but you just thought it was a game, didn't you? Anyway, here I am at Jaguar, and the reason I'm here is because many people have spotted this and paid close attention to it. But last week, Jaguar released a commercial exactly a week before this X-Men trailer came out, around the same time as the Arch of Baal went up in London for 3 days, as well as the sacrifice of Prince on the Queen's 90th birthday, close to the full moon on Mother Earth Day. Is all of that a coincidence? Doesn't sound like it, but let's keep going. As you can see, and I'll leave the link below, the Jaguar commercial features what? A man who happens to be the same man seen in X-Men. Not only that, but the commercial talks about what? A car transforming into a beast, a new animal. Not only that, but at the end it says what? Unleash the cats. What cats do you think that's talking about? Unleash the beast, the phoenix rising out of the ashes in order to create a new world order. Oh, but they've already told us about the new world order. They even mentioned the new world order on 9/11, and you're about to see exactly what I'm talking about. Here I am at the Miller Center, University of Virginia, and the reason I'm here is because I'm proving to you that the new world order is no conspiracy. It's all mental programming. It's all a mental psyop, and I'm going to leave some helpful links so you can see others who have quoted the new world order as well. But this is an address before a joint session of Congress on what day? September 11th, 1990, by President George H.W. Bush, exactly 11 years before 9/11. Is that a coincidence? And you're going to see in the transcript, I'm not going to read all of it, but if we go to this paragraph right here, it says, "We stand today at a unique and extraordinary moment. The crisis in the Persian Gulf, as grave as it is, also offers a rare opportunity to move forward a historic period of cooperation, order out of chaos. Out of these troubled times, their fifth objective, or what? A new world order can emerge, a new era, freer from the threat of terror, stronger than the pursuit of justice, and more secure in the quest for peace." How did they know about the threat of terror 11 years before there even was one, according to them? Because we know who funds these terrorists, and that's all I'm going to say about that. How did they know? Then it goes on to say, "Today that new world is struggling to be born, a world quite different from the one we've known, a world where the rule of law supplants the rule of the jungle." Rule of law? You mean martial law? A world in which nations recognize the shared responsibility for freedom and justice. Yeah, because what? Merging as a one world government under the headship of the UN, United Nations, and that's exactly what this trailer is pushing. And I hope you're seeing that with both eyes open, because I'm telling you, it gets much deeper than the surface. Oh, but he's not the only one that's talked about Fifth Kingdom and New Age and the New World Order. Oh no, Freemasons themselves have talked about it as well. You're about to see exactly what I'm talking about. Because 33rd degree Alice Bailey also talks about it in all of her esoteric philosophies and books. And here we're going to be looking at Discipleship in the New Age, Volume 1 by Alice Bailey. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it's talking about in the agenda. Now, the book goes on to talk about New Age and what the New World Order is, what that's talking about. You have to read between the lines, and it relates quite well with the X-Men Apocalypse trailer because that's exactly what they're pushing. They're pushing the exact same agenda, and I hope you're seeing it for what it really is. I'm going to go on to page 22 where it says, growing out of the integration of this new group, there is being formed in the world that bridge of souls and servers, which will make possible the merging of the inner subjective hierarchy of souls and the outer world of humanity. Yes, this is talking about New Age, but it's mostly talking about what? Out of the integration of this new group, or what? Out of the ashes comes the new world order, Phoenix rising. I hope you're reading between the lines because this is some real serious stuff. But it goes on to say, we stand now on the verge of a similar but still more momentous event, the appearance of the fifth kingdom as a result of the planned activity of the new group of world servers working in collaboration with the hierarchy of perfected souls and under the guidance of what they call the Christ himself. No, it's not talking about the Christ you're thinking of. You can read 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 4 to figure out what it's really talking about. Then it says 5 kingdoms that they are merging with. And the fourth one says the emergence as yet only in symbolic indication of the fifth or spiritual kingdom. I just read with you the address that George H.W. Bush talked about with the fifth objective of the New World Order. And Alice Bailey quotes it too, how many years before him? Is that a coincidence? It's not looking like it. Then it goes on to talk about what? The kingdom of the New Age, what they call mysteries of the kingdom of who they call God. Read 2 Corinthians 4:4 just to see who they're really talking about. For New Age agenda. That is exactly what they're talking about. And as you can see, this movie fits right into it. Why do you think this movie is coming out within a month from today after all this cryptic messaging is coming out? After the sacrifice of Prince, the Queen's 90th birthday, what do you think they're getting ready for? Not only that, but this past full moon Christmas was what? The 239th full moon Christmas, the 9th full moon Christmas in American history since 1776. So the question you might be asking yourself is, why are they pushing this right now at such a time as this? Why right now? Is there any other symbolisms that are going on around a time like this? You're about to find out in just a moment. Surprised that all of this is taking place around the 13-day period getting ready for the Feast of Beltane. At least that's what the Illuminati are doing. But what you're about to find out soon enough is that when was the Illuminati founded? Oh, that's a real good question. So here I am at the actual Grand Lodge of British Columbia and Yukon that tell us and expose to us when the Illuminati was actually founded and why it's so significant and important and symbolic. And also to add to videos and movies and things and cryptic messaging, I don't know if you all saw the trailer for Independence Day 2 Resurgence, where they even talk about what destroying America and creating a new world order out of it, that America will no longer be remembered for what it's remembered for, that the 4th of July will no longer be remembered what it's remembered for the most. I'm telling you, this goes much deeper than you think. But here we are at chapter 3, the European Order of the Illuminati, and it talks about, and you're going to see just when the Illuminati was founded. Now, many of us already know this, but I just want to go over this with you because it's good to reiterate things to keep you awoke and aware of the things that are taking place, or should I say awaken. Here we are, it says, on May 1st, 1776, the new organization was founded under the name of the Order of the Illuminati, with a membership of 5 all told. The extremely modest beginning of the order in respect to its original membership was more than matched by the confusion which existed in Adam Weishaupt's mind as to the precise form which the organization had best take. Only 3 elementary grades or ranks had been worked out by him, and these only in a crude and bungling fashion when the enterprise was launched. A feverish regard for action had full possession of the founder of the order. The working out of his hazy ideas of organization might wait for quieter days. No, he had some help in this too. So when was the organization founded? According to the Freemasons themselves, on May 1st, 1776. Oh, very interesting and suspicious indeed, because this upcoming May 1st, which is in a week from now, is what will be 240 years since the Illuminati was first founded. Now, am I saying anything's going to happen around this time? No, I do not set dates. What I'm trying to tell you, though, is that it's been 239 years, 239 full years of the Illuminati, the capping of the New World Order taking place. Not only that, but we also see all the other Satanisms involved with this stuff. I'm telling you, this goes much deeper than you think. And the fact that they're getting ready for this with the Feast of Beltane, and I'm going to leave that link below too so you can get a better understanding of it, it's no surprise. Now is the time to stay awoke and seek Yahuwah and his true son Yahusha more than ever, because it's only going to get worse from here. It's only a matter of time. But if you thought that was the only anniversary, well, think again, because the Church of Satan is having its 50th anniversary on April 30th, 2016, in the next couple of days, the day before the 240th anniversary of the Illuminati. I hope you are seeing this with both your eyes open. But it even says, what, Church of Satan 50th anniversary. Preparations are well underway for the Church of Satan's official celebration of its 50th anniversary on Walpurgisnacht, April 30th of this year. Satanists all over the world can celebrate with ritual and revelry. Members of the church are invited to participate in the official gathering in the U.S. on that night. And it talks about membership. Oh, preparations are well away. What preparations? What are they getting ready for? It also says they're getting ready for ritual and revelry. What type of rituals? Like blood sacrifices and child sacrifices? I hope you are seeing this, and I hope you're seeing how this all relates, and it's all interconnected, interwoven, intermingled. And it's no surprise that they're releasing the X-Men Apocalypse trailer around the same time as all of this stuff, not to mention the movie next month. It's going to be a cesspool, literally. But hopefully this is keeping you updated and awakened to the world around you. Please seek Yahuwah and his true son Yahusha, because as you can see, time is running out. It's only getting worse from here, and I'm doing my best to keep you all awoke and aware and awakened to the things around you. But this is Truth Unveiled. Shalom.